Hey guys, today I want to talk about the basic sales cycle for coaches and consultants. It's kind of the same if you're just a regular salesperson who sees yourself as a consultant, works for everybody, but this is just the understanding to know when you wake up in the morning, you know my thing, when you wake up in the morning, how am I going to get a new customer today? This is the cycle that everybody goes through. With the understanding of this, and this is a big understanding, about if this is your whole, window of customer base right now, this triangle, 3% at the top are going to want to buy your product right now. If you're in a room of 100 people and everybody, raise your hand if you need to, get more customers in your business. About 3% are willing to work right now. How many people want to buy a new car today? About 3% will raise their hand. Yes, I'm looking to get a new car today. So these are your buyers right here. These are the things that frustrate the heck out of you because you market, and you're like, man, every once in a while some comes along. It's because all you're paying attention to is the top 3%. There is a segment at the bottom here. It's about 30% who will never buy. They just won't buy. That's okay. You don't need a new car. You're a bicycle rider. I don't know what it is. You're just never going to get a new car. It's okay. All right, we move on. But there's this whole world in here. This guy, I don't know, this 60 some odd percent are people who may need what you have but don't even know that you exist. Or they need what you have, but probably in 6 months, they're moving, someone's going to college, whatever's happening, life circumstances dictate that they're not going to purchase it right now. But they are, for a person to be qualified as a prospect, they need 3 things. They need need and desire. They need ability to make a decision. And then they need money. So, only 3% have all 3 of those right now, but a full 60 some odd percent have 2 out of those 3, and we're waiting for the other one to come to fruition. Maybe we're waiting for some money to come in. Maybe we're waiting for somebody to come back from somewhere so we can help make a decision. Who knows what it is, but they're there. That is where you scale your business. That is how you grow your business, by nurturing this 60 some odd percent. I'm going to put 62.5%. All right? I'm just making that number. But hey, listen, about 60% of all statistics are completely made up, including that one. But it's a good percentage, so you have to nurture them. So that's where your money is. The people you're talking to right now is great, but the people that list 10 years from now, your most important asset will be your list of qualified prospects that you can constantly go after. 10 years from now, your list is your most important thing. Start building it now if you haven't already done so. Okay, and so then the process of the sales cycle, how it goes, is something like this. Everybody, and you see ads all the time, ads are basically looking for you as you're a cold prospect. They don't know. You're driving down the highway, you see a billboard, and I'm interested in suing somebody right now. You see the lawyer, boom. Most of the time you pass right past the lawyer, you don't care until you get into a car accident. Then you're like, dang, there's that lawyer there. So, he's not crying in the background that you're not calling him every day when you're driving down the highway, okay? But he's there. He's advertising. You are a cold lead. You have the same idea. So for the advertising that we do, whatever you do, if it's cold, any kind of cold reach out, it could be a cold call, it could be an email, it could be a LinkedIn, it could be whatever you do. You could be in a networking event, you're meeting a stranger. That person is cold. And the whole way that our whole process of selling to strangers starts with coldness. Get comfortable with them. So you figure out a way to develop some sort of, I have LM here, to develop some sort of lead magnet. And the lead magnet could be just some verbiage that you use when you meet somebody. Somebody asks you, what do you do? And you make sure you have a good sequence of words that express what you do very quickly. And you could see if they have an interest. If they don't, okay, see you later, potato. We move on. We'll talk about other stuff, whatever. And of course, in the program, I'll help you out with that. I have things written down below and all that. So the idea is people are starting cold. It's just an advertisement. That's cold. Don't be afraid of it. Once they come into your world and say, hey, I have a mild interest in my life coaching, or I have a challenge with my someone in my family, and maybe we can come and talk a little later. We're not ready quite now. No problem. Once you get them, you get their virtual card or whatever you get, you got to take that person, and now they're on your list. You're creating your list, and you have a little nurture program. I do a tip of the week or something like that. That tip of the week, that nurture program goes out every week, and it attempts to warm them up. Now you've just warmed up just by you starting this whole thing. Something was cold, now it's warm. You've done that just by qualifying them that they have or eventually will have some sort of need. Isn't this great? I mean, just so it makes so much sense. It's what happens to you when you're scrolling through the internet. So now you're on a nurture program. That nurture program has to deliver some value, have a call to action. I'll show you how to do that. But that call to action leads you. The purpose of this is constantly leading people to set an appointment, to set a discovery call. And so here they start off cold. They're part of this 62.5%. So you're getting them in your nurture program. By the way, that thing could be an email. It costs nothing. It's crazy not to do it. So you have them in your nurture program. You have it marketing. You have it marketing efficient. So it has all the things. A headline, problem, funny little story, solution, call to action. Boom. You're getting them to come here and set up a call with you. This call is a discovery call, and the skills that you need here, you need the skills on how to sell. And once you have those skills of learning how to sell, then you take them and they sell them to your product, and then of course you have to serve. So these are the skills you need. You need to understand that strangers are cold, and you need to have the skill of taking a stranger and saying hello to them, introducing yourself to them somehow, in the virtual world or in the real world. You need to have the skill of some sort of marketing understanding on how to stay in touch with them and nurture them on a regular basis and have a call to action. You need to have the skill on how to sell, and then you need to have the skill of serving. And so all these things go together. Most people have one or two of these skills, but the more you can figure out all of them, the better chance you'll have at a successful career. This is your problem. You go from cold to warm to you close them on a sale, and then you service the product. Then it goes around and around and around. This is everybody's business. This is your business. And we're going to work on each part of this section during this training thing. And you just work on the ones that you need the most help with first. Remember, when you have a customer, you have all sorts of options. When you don't have a customer, you have very few. We'll see you next time.